it's Liz Yuille from Old Staples Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again for another Simple Stamping Saturday. I am filming this on one of the hottest days we have had so far in the UK this year. For some of you this won't feel very hot, but for us, my studio is at 30 degrees. We do not do air conditioning in the UK very much because we don't get these sort of temperatures very often, but that's what we've got today. And I have got a smoothie for my lunch because I need something cool. Just a quick note, they are plastic straws because I bought them before everyone got let's not use plastic straws. I feel using them up is better than throwing them away without using them. Anyway, Simple Stamping Saturday always has 3 projects. They are always roughly the same, so the same sort of design, using very few products and then building up and building up and building up. I'm using the Hippo Happiness bundle in for today's project for a number of reasons. A, it's so cute, but B, it's a bundle. And for the rest of June, well, for the whole of June, we have had a promotion for anyone wishing to join, where you get a free bundle as well as the usual starter kit. Now, one of my lovely new recruits sent me an email a couple of days ago and she said, I didn't realise that I got free stuff as well as the discount. She kind of knew she got the discount, but she hadn't realised that she still earned the stamping rewards. And she got a stamp set, 2 punches and some grid paper. And she is so thrilled that I encouraged her to join because she just hadn't realised that. So please, if you are thinking about joining, take advantage of this offer, because then you could be placing your first order and finding that you get more than you thought you were going to get. Now, this bundle would cost you £45 or 59.25 euros. So whether you're in the UK or in France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, you can join my team and you could add this bundle to your starter kit. Remember, the starter kit is whatever you want in it. Nobody will tell you. It's £130, 175 euros of product, and you spend £99 or 129 euros to get it. Plus you get your free bundle on top. No postage, no commitment. If you decide you don't want to continue as a demonstrator, you don't have to sell, get that out there. But if you decide it's not for you, you just drop. You just stop being a demonstrator. Anyway, lecture over. Today's project, this is the one that we're going to be making together. So it's on a Whisper White note card and envelope. And I thought these little swirls would be just fun to decorate the outside of the envelope. And when in doubt, be a unicorn. And I think that's just fun. This will be an introduction to 2-step stamping for some people. So this is my note card. I'm going to grab the stamps I need, and I'm going to give you a few tips of how to do this 2-step stamping. Well, I think it's easier this way, so hopefully you will as well. I'm going to start with the smaller of the 2 bits of unicorn. So you could actually have it as a horse, you don't have to have it as a unicorn, but these 2 stamps here make up the body of the unicorn, and then this is the horn, and this is the face. So I start with this one. Sorry, I've got those out because I know I'm going to need them in the fullness of time. I'm using just 2 ink pads. I'm using Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. Gorgeous Grape is actually darker than it looks on this. That's probably a better colour. I don't know why it's discoloured, the label's discoloured, but it has. Anyway, the unicorn is all stamped in Highland Heather rather than Gorgeous Grape. I am going to need a piece of scrap, which you will be able to see I have been doing lots of practicing on. So our smaller bit of body, we're just going to ink up, and do remember he's got a tail, so make an allowance. Ask me how I know that. He's also got feet and a horn. And yeah, I've had one or two issues this morning with it. I put it down to the heat. It's my excuse and I'm going to stick to it. So that is that stamped. So I can take that off and put the larger unicorn body on, or as I say, horse body. It could be a horse. And I'm going to ink that up again and stamp off, and then I'm going to line up the stamp over the top. Now, things to bear in mind, the hooves and the tail, no, let's just go hooves. The hooves are longer than the legs, so the paler, shall I start that again? The legs on this stamp are longer than the legs on this, is what I'm trying to say. So don't line up the bottom of the legs on here with the bottom of the legs on here, because it will look very odd. I'm using the ears and the back, and again not the mane, because the mane is, there you are, not bad. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. But you can see, so let me see if I can show you. Can you see that just at the end here the hooves are a little bit longer? So they're pale hooves. So that's all I need that for. I do now need to get my unicorn horn, and that is in Highland Heather as well, and that just goes in between the ears like that. And then I just need the face and the sentiment, and then our card is done. We need to do the envelope still, but our card will be done. I don't need that for the moment. So let me grab, here we go. No, that's why I wanted the C block. I need that, and I need its little face, which is a very cute little face. And again, you need to line up the face just a wee bit. So I'm going to do the face in Gorgeous Grape, because obviously we want the face to show. And we have got, it's probably easier to show you on here. So this is its face. This lines up with this. That's about the only clue you've got, apart from this is that eye. No, it's not. It's the nose. It's this. So it's the other nostril. So the nostrils are here and here. Those are your only 2 points of reference. So everything else just hangs on those. So load, aim, fire, and we're pretty close. We are pretty close. So that is that. So I need to do the sentiment, and that again is in Gorgeous Grape. The sentiment is going to be the easiest bit, famous last words. Just popping that in there. Now this is a stamp set that was inspired by Robin Carden, my pink stamper over in the US. It was her $1 Million Achiever stamp. So lots of fun. And that's all we need that for. I do need the small, because we're going to decorate the envelope. And let me just pop that back and grab. I've got, this is actually for the butterfly, which also has a face. I'm sorry, I've got to show you this. We've got the butterfly, it's solid wings, its little face, and then this is for the flying. We've got a sheep with a little face here, a hippo with his lovely face here. It's just so gorgeous. And I will show you the dies, that's the word I'm looking for. Now, I thought it would be fun to just have this kind of swirling around the bottom of our envelope. So I've come off a bit, and then if you turn your swirl round, you can line up your dots so that it becomes a complete swirl, and then you can have it flying off the edge of the piece of envelope. I just thought it was a bit of fun. So that is our card that we're making together. So really quite quick and easy to put together. You do need to think about the two-step stamping. That's the only sort of tricky bit. Lots of practice is the answer. And the reason I put the smaller bit of the body down first was because it's darker and it's much easier to see something dark through something light than the other way around. So had I done the body first and then inked up the smaller piece, the darker piece, it wouldn't have been so easy to see the body with the paler colour. So that is that. Then I've got to get these the right way around. This is my more casual crafter. So I've stamped the unicorn again. I have to say I have used 3 punches. Sorry. I have used, I will remember their names one day. These 2, I've only used this one for this slit, so I've got the ribbon running through it. But so these 2 have made up the label there. And then my pretty much go-to at the moment, my Label Me Lovely Pick a Punch. Is it Label Me Lovely? Label Me? Anyway, this one. This is also part of a bundle, just saying. So that's what I've done with that. And I've got these. So the Designer Series paper is the, let me get the right one. It is the Artistry Blooms paper, which is on page 130, 131, and then the actual paper is on page 148, but you can see it here. So it's in the current 2020-2021 annual catalogue, and that's Stamping Up, just in case you hadn't realised. Oh, and while I remember, do remember to subscribe while I'm whiffling on. So I've used this Designer Series paper, and I've used the matching sequins and the coloured glimmer paper, which is gorgeous. I was really not sure about it. Let me grab it. I have chopped this piece in half, so it's in half this way, but it's basically a rainbow, but it means you get all of the colours in one sheet. So for this up here, I've used a piece sort of here-ish, somewhere around here, and then the sequins, which are, they don't have holes, but they do have adhesive on the back. So that's my casual version. And then this is my avid version, which I have used the dies for. So I die cut my glimmer paper with this die, and I also used the little unicorn horn die. And then I fussy cut, obviously I fussy cut this, but I fussy cut this without a white edge, so that the glimmer paper just peeks through. Only just, but it does peek through. And then for the label, which I put up here, it's one of these stitched labels, and I just cut a piece of glimmer paper. I stuck this on and then cut round it to get the edge. And again, I've used some of the sequins. But this is the same side, the same piece of paper, just different sides of the same piece. So that is what I've used with those 2. But I think they are really, really cute. I'm not normally a cutesy person, but I have to say I bought this for the dies, but the stamp set actually is pretty fun. I think I might be doing a few more projects on Saturdays with these. So yes, so there we go. Our, oops, that's getting the right way round. So we've got our fairly straightforward, apart from the fact it's 2-step stamping, image here with our little swirls, then stepped up a bit with some punches and some ribbon, and I've just overlaid the ribbon because obviously this is the ribbon, and then I've just overlaid it on another piece. Same ribbon here, and die cut and glimmer paper there. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you would like to see these in more detail, they will be over on my blog post, which is linked immediately below. If you've got any questions or comments, you can leave those in the comments below here, or you can leave them over on my website. I will list everything I've used over on my website, as well as dimensions, including if you're using North American letter cardstock. So I will put those dimensions in as well. But I hope you found that fun. Have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon and maybe welcoming you into my team. Thanks a lot. Bye.